this guy even while being distracted, but you go ahead, hop out of the chat. You sauce this guy real quick, and we'll talk after.
We'll try. Game's already started, too.
Oh, is it? You're already in. Oh shit, you're posting the stream now.
Yeah, trying to. Luckily, he's taking a second. Oh, he's posting his. Lol.
Oh, he already posted his. Yeah. Who do I want to watch? You or him? I'm gonna watch you because I play you next.
I see how it is. Oh, he tagged everyone.
Oh, yeah. Oh shit, dude. Your stream, you can hear my voice. So fuck. Fuck. Can you mute us? God damn it.
I don't know. I've tried to do that before, but.
God damn it.
Yeah, I'll watch. I'll meet you right now. You ready?
Now.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. Goff. They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. On the give, this is Akers. He will have a first down here at about the 40. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run this with Akers. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a toss running left, Akers. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Gone. To the front, Campbell, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Rush coming in, he's taken down. Micah Kaiser drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards.
At the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Goff. Airing it out deep for Woods. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A 50-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They hand it off to Mostert. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got it. They'll bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
After 1 on EA Sports.
Rams 3, 49ers nothing.
Here now, Johnny Townsend as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yards on the return, and the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
The ball carrier.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
A gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
Goff now looks to throw. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Connection made here. Goff to Higbee. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a...
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Van Jefferson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Rams 10. 49ers nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Throwing down, Jackson on first down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abukum able to record his 5th sack of the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And got his man complete. 20, 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, Jackson will fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And
all right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Jackson on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for San Francisco. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. taking on the midfield logo. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give. Akers running left. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Gone. This one brought in by Jefferson. He's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Out of the gun, Gone. Forced out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Jarquez Turner. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. 48-yard set to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
It is caught at the 7. Touchdown, LA! Cooper Kupp, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of the play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. But instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. You have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They bring him down. Aaron Donald, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. But they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's now.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On first down, Goff. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's Goff. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll look to run with Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers as the first half is winding down. And the Rams add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
George Kittle.
Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Gets this one to use check. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
8-yard line.
Being chased out left. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. From the gun, Jackson. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's the game within the game, isn't it? Because every team...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Rams have got it back.
Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people can't see this, but you got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. It makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. Oh, I think the Niners got it back. Yes, San Fran recovers. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Niners. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you can do worse than a really well run on 1st down.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, Akers. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From just shy of midfield, Goff. He'll get this one to Cobb complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll run on 1st down. Akers. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. Off play action. Here's Goff. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
They'll run here with Akers. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Again, it'll be Akers, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Rams add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Rams 30, 49ers 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 49-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
He's across midfield.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They run once more with Henderson. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A pickup of 5 yards. 1st down, L.A.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
The line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. They'll go again here with Akers. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now it's a scoop down by the 49ers. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best ones for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Jackson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Samson Abuka. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
49-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Jackson. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. Aaron Donald. And that will force a turnover on downs. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here.
Goff on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
So the LA Rams with a victory here. And